Hey guys, we're back with some more Higanbana no Saku yo ni. When we last left off, we finished the second chapter, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, chapters, okay. And yeah, that was one of the better ones. My favorite of night 2 so far. We've only had 2. But I see that one being one of my favorites through the end of this. Like, not my favorite, but one of them. Got a little preachy, which, I mean, Ikushi does that sometimes. Only other time in Higanbana that I remember. Oh, hold on. Let me exit out of that. The only other time I remember it being a bit preachy in Higanbana was also chapter 2, but in the first night. Oh, in like the Takashi like ghost moment. It's not too bad. I get it. You're exploring themes. We love themes. Oh yeah, I read a visual novel called Symphonic Night. Symphonic Night? Symphonic Rain. And I highly recommend it. I figure, you know, this is probably the audience that cares most about recommendations for visual novels. You know, people watching Nier Automata probably don't want to hear that. I highly enjoyed the last 2 routes. The first 3 routes, like, they're give or take. Anyway. Marie, so it seems like we have Higanbana. She showed up a little bit last chapter. I feel like eating chestnut cake today. Go and find me one. Go and find one for me. You've got 5 minutes. Oh, and I want some roasted tea too. Go and get those for me, won't you? Higanbana was making offhanded demand. We have indentation now. Demands while lounging on the bed in the infirmary with her dress immodestly hanging off of her. This is a new song, isn't it? Come on, Higanbana-san. You're being unladylike. It's disgraceful. What's this? The lowly Marie is talking back to me, the dancing Higanbana? I said I want chestnut cake. Got it! Ow, 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 ow. Stop! Don't pinch me! Stop pulling at me! All the time you're wasting talking back to me is time you could be using to go get me my cake. By the way, you only have 4 minutes 32 seconds left. If you're not even 1 second late, I'll never let you watch. If you're even 1 second late, I'll never let you watch the TV again. I understand. I'll go and look for one. Jeez, you're being really selfish lately. Higanbana has always been had a rude, disrespectful attitude, so she enjoyed it when she could tell Marie to find her some sweets, and the girl would go off and find her some. Hold on, I haven't had a drink lately. There we go. Very recently, it appears that she's getting addicted to it. I don't have a straw anymore. I'm not living that high-class life. She's becoming more and more demanding about it. Marie didn't dare disobey, but if she did, she'd only be bullied. So she dashed out of the infirmary. Without bothering to see her off, Higanbana let out a yawn and stretched, her clothing still disheveled. Disheveled? Then all of a sudden, she sat up straight up. A moment later, the sound of footsteps. No, the presence of something supernatural could be felt approaching the infirmary. It seemed like, at the very least, Higanbana was still trying to preserve her dignity in front of those other than Marie. You in there? Someone called out while knocking on the door. From that voice alone, it seemed Higanbana knew who would come to visit. The wolf boy? Asking if I'm here, even though you already know the answer. What do you want? Kyo of the mirror. Oh yeah, okay. Her sitting up like that kind of reminds me of it's like this fan comic of Archer from Fate Stay Night. Basically, when he's first introduced, he's sitting on like a bunch of knocked over furniture, all cool like, with like his arms spread out. But because like the summoning went wrong or something, and the comic is basically when he was summoned, he wasn't in the same room as the person as anyone else. So he like landed on his butt, and then he heard someone's coming, so he just sat all cool like oh yo, it's me. Anyway, the sliding door opened, and in its frame stood a yokai, with the appearance of a young man dressed in a kimono. Hey, it's break time, so I came to bother you. On a rare occasion, you hardly ever come to my infirmary. Don't tell me that you fell down to scrape yourself up and now you're here for a bandage. Kyo of the Mirror, the 5th ranked of the school yokai. As the name suggests, he's a yokai that rules over mirrors. Or rather, he's the self-proclaimed protector of all mirrors. Most likely, every human who has ever gazed into a mirror has imagined that there might be a world just as large as our own on the other side. I mean, I've never thought that, but you do you, Ryushi. And they would not be mistaken, for there really is another world that lies on the other side of the mirror. Humans believe that what they see in the mirror is just a reflection of themselves. But sometimes a being that looks exactly like you will appear on the other side of the mirror and watch your every move. In other words, the mirror was an entrance to another world. Kyo was the guardian and keeper of that gateway. Unlike Higanbana, Kyo is not a cruel and ruthless yokai, but he does rule over countless worlds just beyond the other side of the mirror. And thus, his ability to summon ominous beings is nothing to laugh at. Between the stories about ominous ships being reflected in the mirror, or bumping into your doppelganger and meeting an early demise, the number of ghost stories he presides over is alarmingly high. I'm not here for you. Meso Marie is the one I have business with. You have business with Marie? Wash technique? I fell in love with her wash technique at first sight. Wait, no, how would he say that in, because that was in katakana, right? Washu teku niku. Or would it be? I mean, I assume it would be. Probably. At first sight. What? What? Do you think he types them in katakana or just in English? I assume just. Well, could be either way. We don't have a swap language button, do we? No, we don't. Maria was drawing near to the school cafeteria, walking while using her sweet Santana. Oh yeah, I forgot that that's a thing. Kyo followed her there and repeated what he had said to Higanbana. What do you mean by Washu Teku Niku? I'm gonna stop doing that now. Talking about the brilliant polish of the mirror in your living quarters. Oh, thanks, I guess. Whether or not it could truly be called a living quarters, Meso-San's ghost story takes place within the girls' restroom in the old school building. For yokai, it's easiest to recover magical strength at the locations mentioned in their ghost stories. Thus, whenever Marie's power is waning, the quickest way for her to recover was to return to the old school's toilet. It had once been a place of many bad memories, but recently it began to feel like a place to take a breath, a special retreat for herself alone. In fact, she's sure that if she cleaned it till it sparkled, it'd be quite a cozy place. That's why she diligently cleaned the room. That being said, there shouldn't have been anyone cleaning that restroom, so when people started finding it completely clean without even a speck of dust in sight, it started to become a ghost story in itself. Well, that's a story for another time. Watch that actually get a chapter to itself. Sydney Kyo had been very impressed by the wonderful work she had done on the toilet smear. Toilet smear? Pardon? Do like individual toilets, like stalls, have their own mirror? Is that a thing? A mirror reflects one's heart. It's will. If the person trying to clean a mirror has a cloudy heart, then they'll be able to make a mirror shine no matter how much window cleaner they use. They'll never be able to, sorry. You do such a beautiful job of cleaning that mirror. I've fallen for that wash technique of yours. I've come to bow my head before you. His expressions were painful to listen to, but he didn't seem to be a bad person. So for the time being, Marie decided to ask him why he went out of his way to come meet her. I see. Kyo-san, you're the keeper of the mirrors? Yeah. The mirror with the strongest magical power is the big one on the landing of the staircase right outside of the staff room. But there are many other mirrors within the school that hold some magical power. The mirror that is in your living quarters is one of them. As keeper of the mirrors, it seems like Kyo had been polishing them on a regular basis. How many of these magical mirrors does the school have? About 40. That many? You polish them every day? They need to be polished every day. So day in and day out I polish them one by one. But thanks to you cleaning that one mirror every day, you saved me from doing that extra bit of work. Ah, is that so? But now it's obvious what Kyo was trying to say. Do you want me to help polish them? Yes, but not just the front, the back too. The back? Kyo brought me to the large mirror on the staircase landing. This is the most magically powerful mirror in the school. Next is a portal to the world behind it. I can't see our reflections. You're a ghost, dummy. Occasionally, you'll hear stories about this. A story about a mirror that doesn't reflect the image of those who stand in front of it. The truth is, at those times, it's not a mirror at all. It's an entrance. Kyo said that, then put his hand up to the mirror, and thrust it inwards. What? The Umineko sound effect? Yeah? Kyo's hand pierced where the mirror should have been and sank to the other side. Astonished, Marie shot her hand and did the same. The mirror is gone. It's become an entrance to another world. See? With this, you should have a pretty good understanding of the world on the other side of this mirror. Right now, this big mirror is no longer a mirror that reflects objects. It's an entrance to an exact duplicate world where left and right are reversed. Mirrors can lead to various different worlds. Well, one day, it started connecting to a strangely foul and dirtied world. Naturally, it's not this side that was dirty, but the other side. The other side is dirty? On the other side of the mirrors, there are worlds just like our own. Just as I tend to the mirrors here, there should be a being that is the same there too, polishing the mirrors every day. For some reason, it appears that the me in that particular world has stopped cleaning the mirrors. Because of that, all those magical mirrors have become clouded over. Since it's the other side's mirrors that have gone dirty, they must be cleaned from that side. Maria is finally beginning to understand the situation. In short, someone had to enter into the world of the mirror and polish all those mirrors in there. Assuming there was 40 of them, there's surely too many for Kyo's capabilities alone. So then, you want me to enter the mirror with you and polish all those magic mirrors? Yes. I wish to divide the labor with you to clean those mirrors. In exchange, I'll give you a rice cake that I stole. How about it? That's fine. But you're not plotting to bully me by trapping me at the mirror or something, are you? I was thinking that. If anything happens to you, Higanbana will undoubtedly tear me limb from limb. She's violent, tyrannical, oppressive, and impatient. On top of that, she's moody and a bit perverse. The two of them sighed in unison. The mirror world is interesting. Well, if you're feeling adventurous, that is. He put the palms of his hands together as if praying at a shrine. You never know what to expect from humans, but yokai at least seem to look after their own. Marie decided to take him up on his offer. She was, in fact, a little interested by the prospect of seeing another world in the mirror. She gathered some cleaning supplies, put them in a bucket, and rejoined Kyo in front of the large mirror. And the two of them slipped into the mirror. I was expecting that sound effect. I was expecting a different visual effect, but... This is the mirror world? It has a sweet BGM. If you're not used to it, it can feel a little intoxicating. I love it. It feels like being a drunkard. By looking at the bulletins posted on the walls, it became apparent that the letters were all flipped horizontally. Wow. This drunk feeling is worse than you'd think. Everything's reversed. It really does feel like I'm drunk. There may even be more things reversed than we realize. Mirrors govern the opposites of anything and everything. Because the mirrors can lead to an infinite number of worlds, not even I can grasp all the possibilities. What are we gonna see here? Only thing I can think of related to Murray at all is, teacher guy, Kashinori? Whatever his name was, being the Meso in that world. I can't think of anything else. Even though Marie didn't really understand, it seemed pretty interesting. It reminded her of Alice in Wonderland, which she had loved very much back when she was alive. We exist in this world too, right? We do. So I should be around here somewhere too. If you happen to meet me, be sure to tell him to stop flaking out on my mirror washing. Which means that there should be another me as well. Wow, that sounds kinda cool. Actually, if they meet, her other self will probably be completely taken aback by surprise. Alright, talking time is over. Let's get started. We'll split up and head to the mirrors we decided on earlier. When you're done, come back here. Okay, let's do our best. This is crazy. Jeez. Me from this world is playing truant. Mother. That guy's stupid. I can't believe he skipped out enough to clean with the stupid girl. I hate it. That's what he's muttering. The two of them, each with the cleaning materials in hand, disperse to clean the mirrors which they are assigned. Still, this horizontal flip can mess you up pretty easily. You might think you know the school pretty well, but as soon as it gets reversed on you, it can be really hard to understand. She'd rethink everything she saw, inverting it in her head. Anyway, let's head to our assigned areas and clean up all our mirrors in order. First, the drama club room. Are we gonna just see every character in a different light, kind of? Because this would be, the princess, I don't remember her name. In there was a full-length mirror used for costume fitting. When she entered the room, a girl was there, enthusiastically practicing all by herself. Because Maria was a yokai, she could conceal herself from the eyes of humans if she so desired. So she should be able to polish the mirror without interrupting the rehearsal. Anyway, it was impressive that a child was so diligent as to practice alone in the classroom after school. As she thought this, she realized that the girl looked somewhat familiar. It was Midori. Yeah, okay, Midori. Midori Kusunoki, a girl who having chosen to abandon reality, allowed her soul to dwell in a world of acting. She wasn't treated well by her classmates, but she was extremely persistent in her pursuit of performing arts. Marie had even heard that lately quite a few people had started to change their opinions about the girl. Theater. Looks pretty awesome. So, that means she's still alive at the very least? And she's just in crazy mode where she actually isn't seeing anything still? Or I don't understand what that's implying. Maybe she came out of the world. That implies to me that we're going to see her again. In the real her. Well, not mirror her. Theater. It looks pretty awesome. I wouldn't mind trying out the role of a princess myself. Midori was in costume and appeared to be going through a mental rehearsal while reading a script. Marie put her tools down in front of the girl and began earnestly scrubbing the mirror from top to bottom. Just about got it down. It's quite a nice role. Almost as if it were made for me. Oh, the air conditioner came on. It's probably a little bit loud, so I'm gonna go turn that off. Hold on. Right here. Okay, sorry about that. I have a wooden chair, so... Okay, wasn't that loud. Midori said this as she put down her script. Her face lit up in a bright smile. Don't you think so too? Black tea gentleman? Okay, he's still... I wonder. Just as she thought she could smell the faint scent of tea, the black tea gentleman had appeared. Do you think this is kind of like another recap episode, but for... like the humans? Or is this just... Because that's kind of what it feels like right now. Or this could just be a Midori-focused episode, for all I know. He was interested only in Midori and wasn't aware of Marie's presence. Smug Midori? Gorgeous princess of noble lineage. Doesn't that just fit me perfectly? An immensely rich and prosperous girl, completely different from those born and raised in poverty. A daughter born into a rich family. Isn't that just the perfect role for me? There's that spread again. But, I don't know how to hide text. Oh, whoa. For a girl with a reputation of having such a heartfelt passion for drama, this personality was quite a shock. This is what... I don't know if it outright said or just implied her personality was like before being bullied, right? Don't you think that's enough about bragging about your wealth for now? It's about time to start practicing for your performance, is it not? This role is the very essence of myself. I do not need to practice, for I am the princess. I'm already perfectly fit for the role as I am. What a simple role it is for me. Well then, to the opening line, please. Ha! A dainty princess, am I? If there's a great prince somewhere out there for me. This is acting. It's got all the depth of a kindergarten play. The actress seems to be having fun playing their role, but her acting ability is in shambles. Even though my acting is this good, why can't the teacher see it? It's a poor of low birth, of course. Perhaps you too should reconsider your acting prowess. If not that, then perhaps my acting is just too innovative. How admirable that you would think that of yourself. Well, it matters not to me what that teacher says. I don't care at all. I just realized the Black Tea Gentleman has been in every chapter so far in the second night. Is he the main character? Well, it matters not to me what the teacher says. I don't care at all. You seem to care a lot. Midori-chan is such an interesting girl. Well, since it seemed like she was having fun, it would be bad to get in her way. After Marie finished polishing the mirror, she left Midori and the Black Tea Gentleman, departed from the room. Okay, I know this is a bit early, but I gotta go in the next couple minutes, so I'm just gonna call it right there. I haven't been recording too much lately, so I'm glad I just, at least got this chance to record this short one at least. I might, I could probably get... It depends on how long the next scene is, really. If it's less than 5 minutes, I could do it, but I don't want to, have to call it mid-scene. So I'm just gonna call it there. Sub 20, it happens sometimes. I've got to rake in at all that YouTube money. I don't get YouTube money. I'll see you guys next time, guys. I'll see you guys next time, guys. 2 guys? Guys squared? Bye.